Hi, welcome in, guys. Welcome to another video. Yes, we have been making other videos. We've just obviously had a breakdown, so that was it. But let's get back to it. You know what's going up. And if you guys are new here, this one's about playing emotion. And I do end up making music on the other side. Just keep up the good work, and we're proud of you with those views. So I wanted to come and I wanted to kind of explain what's been going on and why people can play with people's emotions. And yes, Justin Bieber just had their baby recently, so congrats to everybody that likes him. It's a choice. The choice is always in back tomorrow. So yeah, let's get into a jump. Get this going. Do you guys know what it means to play with someone's emotions when all they do is maybe distract you? So, playing with someone's emotions can be multiple. People can say multiple different directions of what they're saying. Playing with emotions could be that you truly love someone, but then you can't show them that you always are there. Playing with emotions, say that they won't be there, and then they say they show up out of the blue because somebody else is in danger or in trouble. So when you're going through this point, people are going to play with your emotions every single day, right? It could be your parents, it could be your family, it could be people in your life, it could be brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, doctors, nurses, anybody. The emotions that are going to end up affecting you is if you listen to your emotions for too long, it's going to affect in the long shot. Now, meaning on that is, yeah, I am an example, right? I've had relationships. I've talked about it with people. I've motivated myself to this. People think I'm still in love with other people in the past tense a long time ago. Um, well, I can't really give a specific answer because we are going to run out of time by the time I get done with that story. So let's just get into it from the other story. Um, Becoming a music artist was one of the kind of the it wasn't very challenging for me. It was super easy and it just kind of came easy. Um, when I say easy, it just kind of like I'm good at almost everything. I haven't played the cello. I played the piano once, if that, on my phone. I think I'm good at it, but you don't know until you got out of your way. I've also been picking up sports to help me understand. Well, even though that people are going to play with their emotions, the guy I was telling you guys about, he's been distracting me and blowing up my phone like crazy. Meaning, like my on Facebook, he's been blowing it up like crazy. And he's sending like 5,000 pictures and videos and stuff of what he truly wants from me. He wants me to show him my butt, which is very funny to me. At first, I thought he was just playing a game and hide and seek game or whatever. Well, now I know that he's officially 100% that way, and I've been 100% straight ever since day one. Now, there is a part of me that I have had a point of view, and people have asked me why I've been gay or past tense, why I've dated these people. Well, coming to my analogy, you can end up saying, well, what's a person if they don't get married? It's just a single person, it's a single man or woman, depending on the conversation. So because I'm going into all this stress, people are like, well, what is going on? What the heck? Why are you doing that? Well, let me tell you, I may be very upset with people at most times, but there's a reason why people are going to punk me, right? And giving a punk version of me is saying that I don't care about things. I'm hopeless. There's nothing to look forward to. But if you look at it from family's eyes, they say I have a purpose. I have a reason to keep moving forward. I don't need to listen to a doctor tell me that what gender I am or whatever. But it should be a man and woman, and that's it. That's the only thing that I've learned. But then I became gay, and well, that shocked me. It shocked my family. I told them about Robert. I told them about this other guy. But it's just the way it is. And because I haven't really been able to come out of the closet and tell people why, the circumstances of why is I think people are going to misjudge me or judge me just the way by my actions. Well, they judge me by my words every day. So this guy Robert, he's not somebody I want to be around. He's nice. He has his happy days and his bad days, just like we all do. But what are the choices that somebody's going to make if it comes down to having somebody be mad at you, right? So I don't have explosive parents. I have explosive body aches. There's a lot of symptoms that are going to go on in Robert's mind that are going to affect me or affect anybody on the sports team that we're working with and whatever. So the more that I go to practice and the more that I show up and do this, he wanted to go to this special church up the street. I was just trying to give him a good day or good night, whatever. Well, all he wants to do is kiss me. Well, that's fine, but I don't like that because that's not who I am. And when it came to these other people, I was in a relationship with them and I knew them for a very long time before things happened. Now, if the circumstances even change, it comes down to one person. If one person is right in a conversation, but then another person can never come to the analogy of why they're judging another, it's going to affect somebody else. And the affecting part is everybody ends up looking at some social media platform and it's going to cause people to reflect. Now, the more that I say that I used to be this way or that way, it just shows that people in this world don't care about nobody. And by the time that they do care, somebody's either 6 feet under the ground or they're in a mental hospital because of something that came up. Now, because of the solutions that are going on now, I am not going to play with my emotions and play both sides of the fence. I've played with my field. I've played my emotions. My emotions usually get the best of me when I do this. But I don't really care, right? And so when it comes to Robert, I don't like him. I don't appreciate him. I count him as another person in my life that for a season. Then we were talking about Cheyenne, and he's a good dude. But all he wants to do is kind of like try to get me in trouble when I've already had the conversation with people, and especially him. Cheyenne says that I'm the reason why all of his problems are coming up and the reasons why he's back with his ex-girlfriend, right? Robert also said that I love all my exes, which is true, but only two of them are willing to actually come out and believe me that there is something there and there is a time that we might be able to get back together. But even then, it's one of the scariest emotions. So when I go to sleep, I'm just going to sleep. But then Robert blows up my phone like crazy and a bunch of other crazy things that can happen. But he has said that he would get the police involved in our whatever we call it, a friendship here. I count him as a friend. He counts me as a relationship. He says he loves me. Well, we can't really show love when it comes to a man or woman, depending on the situation. Now, I'm not saying that I don't really know what to say, but I know that it's not healthy for me to talk this way. It's not healthy for me to go out of my way and tell people that they're wrong. But if all I'm doing is judging somebody, now that's when things are really going to affect people. When you judge people for their actions, when you judge them by the looks of their clothes, when you judge them just because they might come off as a little bit weird or whatever. But the choice is people are going to come out of their way. And thank you guys for hitting that like and subscribe. I'm very proud of you guys for doing that. Robert really, he's watched all my videos to the first one. And I just wanted to make this video because these emotions are not good. But I tell him how I feel. I tell him I don't want to talk to him. I tell him I can't. And he says he can. And then he says he wants to go have sex on the mountain, which is very awkward. But it's also an FTT, if anybody knows what this means. I'm not going to identify it. I just say it. But changing my motives, I used to be gay. I'm not gay anymore. I'm 100% straight. I've never felt the same way about Robert as I did about other people I've dated. There's a lot of questions on the table. He gets all creepy. He starts talking about sex. He starts talking about this and that. I mean, it's okay, but it kind of makes you feel uncomfortable. And sometimes people don't see that. They think it's just, well, oh well. But when you have you heard about this Justin Bieber and Jake Smith? No, Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith and Justin Bieber kissing a little bit ago, like 5 months. It was amazing. But I'm just proud of you because of the circumstances that are going to come up. But I'm only saying I'm proud of everybody because I don't really want anybody to be upset. Now, can you get lost in your head? Yes, I've been lost in my head, and that's one reason why I stopped making videos and started writing some more songs. Yes, I write a pen and paper, I put it on everything there, and yes, I start making music here. Accepting that if I'm wrong with this Robert thing, he wants me to apologize, knowing that I'm never going to be able to speak to him. Um, with him blowing up my Facebook, you don't really have a say anymore because he's trying to control me. And a control freak is really going to never take action. And that, and sometimes we can all end up feeling like judgment, and we judge people for who they are. Now, accepting that I don't want to play my emotions, another part of it is saying that you show up, you love someone, but then you treat them like a stepchild, or you treat them wrong, or whatever's been going on. So then I went out of my family and I told my family and I told them about him and what was going on. And I obviously cleaned up the room as much as I can. But I'm going back to church whether he's there or not. I'm going back to play sports whether Robert's going to be there. It's all part of the emotions. I'm not scared of him. I'm just scared that there's going to be a few questions on the table tomorrow. But the only reason why I'm only talking about this is because we're all lonely and we're all trying to play with people's emotions. I don't get a handout just by anybody, and I don't want to give my money away that I don't have. I recommend people getting a job if they're going to end up just trying to get a handout. Now, there's other people that don't need a handout that are willing to have sex with you, and that's fine, right? But I'm not one of those people that is going out of my way to do that. I'm going to follow Jesus, and that's just the way it is. I wanted to show a reason why I have a reason questions on the table that are going to end up performing one day, maybe up on live. I may end up doing that for people, but I have been working on some new stuff, and I'm obviously writing down all sorts every single day. And thank you guys. We all do appreciate it. But until the next video, we just want to make sure that you guys realize that when you do play with someone's emotions, it really can affect them, and then it can really they get lost in their head, and then issues start, and then it's an ongoing battle, like it's never going to end. If anyone agrees with me that I've overstepped or I've overstepped my bounds, please take full precaution of safety measures that everything is fine here. If you guys are above 18, I recommend you guys watching all my videos. If you guys are not, well, okay. It's mainly for 18-year-olds and above. My songs are meant for anybody, but videos are for mature adults. Have you guys ever talked about? Have you guys heard about this Trump thing that was going on? How they're calling him a religious man in quotations. And did you hear about the gunshot in Pittsburgh, Arizona? Pittsburgh. Then there was some stuff in Arizona that happened with some other people. Have you guys known? Did you guys know that all sorts of things are really trouble to God? I don't mean to just talk about it, but the center, if you center yourself out, everything will get better. So because we're almost done, I just want to tell everyone congratulations. We're all proud of you, and have a good day. We'll talk to you guys in the next video. It may not be until September, but let's get it going. So, haul out, peace out, and you know what's up, guys. Peace up, A-Town. Peace out. Well, okay. Have you guys been hearing about this Kanye West situation too? Kanye West is somewhere in Egypt, on the other side of the world. But if you guys know who Kanye is now, he became a believer back in 2022 after he broken down and his wife left him, and a lot of questions that were on the table. So yeah, if you guys know what's going on in the season ahead, well, football practice is here and football is coming back. It will be here next in September 6th. It will be 5th and 6th, so Thursday and Friday, 2 games. You got the Ravens and Kansas, and you got the Eagles and Green Bay Packers on Friday. And it's right at nighttime for them. So, congratulations for everything that you guys have done. Yes, I am tired. Yesterday, I had a breakdown, and all week I've had a breakdown since then. The trouble is that people are going to come out and say that there's troubles when there's really not. Well, when you have a breakdown, and when I say you get lost in your head, that's what I mean there. Yes, I do feel a little bit weird, and I do feel convicted that I need to end up praying and going back to God. So, everybody have a good day. Congratulations. Keep up the giant work. If you guys don't already know, you guys know what's up. Keep it real.